What's up, everybody? Welcome to This Week in Madden Show 95. ZFarls bringing it to you. As always, got my co-host SGibs. But right now, we're going on to Xbox to show you guys a preview of our brand new defensive book coming out next Wednesday on MaddenTips.com. If you own the winner's kit, you always, of course, get it for free. And so let's jump right in here and have Gibbs break something down. A little sneak peek.
So the formation in the playbook that we're taking a look at here, Farls, I'll unleash it. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers defensive playbook. And we're going to be taking a look at a couple formations in this playbook. The 3-4, we're taking a look at the 1-5-5, and of course a 1-4-6 formation. So this formation right here is a 1-4-6, and we're going to show you a couple different things we can do from this formation. So this plays our a base cover 2, and we also have a 2-man under, and then we also have a cover 3. So we're going to show you how we can implement an entire scheme from this one formation and bring heavy pressure against our opponent. So if we go back to that cover 2, we can make our adjustments. As you can see, it's pretty quick for what we're able to do. And then at the snap of the ball, we're going to be able to get pressure off that edge. And what we like about this defensive scheme here is that we're only sending 5 guys to get a pressure off that right edge. You can't always slide protect to get a lot of blitzes. You can slide protect and pick it up every time. This is a blitz that you can't do that every single time. Every once in a while, you slide protect, it will pick it up. But most times, you will still get that pressure off that edge if you're running it with the adjustments that we're making. So here's the cover 2. So if you want to say third and short, now we're able to get pressure off that right edge. You see we isolate the center, and we have the seams are covered, the flats are covered, and of course we could have a deep safety. We could user control, do the thing that you like to do with that one user safety. You leave one deep and you use another guy short. Then we also can flip over to a 2-man under style defense. This time we're going to try and make it look exactly the same as if it was cover 2. This time snap of the ball, your routes go out. And this time we're in a 2-man under, and it's difficult for your opponent to get a consistent read. Is it a cover 2? Is it 2-man under? What are they going to throw at me? And the last play we could show you here, what we have here is from a cover 3 formation. And this is going to be once again very similar to what we had before, snap of the ball. And pressure is going to come off that right edge, and then you can see we are now in a cover 3. Guys, we're going to show you double pressure, we're going to show you left pressure, we're going to show you one play, another play. This is just a little preview of what you're going to get, and what we also want to stress about this defense is that you're going to have the ability to play to your strengths and your personnel. That's why we're doing it for multiple formations. So typically in guides past, what we've done is give you that one base formation and that's it. So this year what we're doing with this guide is we're going to say, hey, if you like to play from a 3-4, go nuts. We're going to give you a defensive scheme that's going to give you pressure off left, right, both edges. If you want to play 1-5-5, do that. If you want to play 1-4-6, do that. So you have a lot of different options, a lot of different blitz packages. And I think probably the thing I'm most excited about it's got to be ZFarls' fire and ice defense that he will be breaking down. Farls, tell me a little bit about that.
Well, the key to fire and ice is, it's great to have a lot of setups. It's great to be able to make quick adjustments like Gibbs just showed here, but sometimes you want to kind of start in either an all-out coverage, that's your mindset, or you want to start out in all-out pressure. So depending if you want the fire, you can just start them in a blitz and kind of make your adjustments from there, but no setups, guys. This is, going to be a way to teach you defense. It's a little bit of bonus. It's something I want to throw into you guys that are different, that want to differentiate yourself from a setup style player in tournaments. Kind of just play how I play, kind of just play free flowing, a little bit more like the NHL style, FIFA style, where you're just kind of flowing and making plays and making adjustments. You're not feeling like, oh, I got to get 7 setups in before this, even though there's only a few setups. But this is just something whether you want the ice, which is more of a coverage style defense later in games, you have a lead, you want to mix things up, your opponent's doing something, you want to drop some guys. I'm going to give you kind of my full walkthrough of what I do. And whether you want to be an aggressive player or a coverage player, the Fire and Ice D will be a nice little bonus for all you guys. So that's what we're talking about here tonight, and you can get that, obviously, guys, in the winner's kit, or you can just buy those on MaddenTips.com. So make sure you use the code TWIM. It's our discount tonight, and that way you can get a great deal on the winner's kit, which we'll throw up in the chat for you.
And I want to make one other note about ZFarls' Fire and Ice D. I think what the most important part to stress about this defensive playbook that Farls is going to come in hot with is that we always have taught and we've always given guides that require setups. And I know you touched on it just now, but this guide requires no setups. It's all about adjustments. It's all about being in the moment. So you know what he knows. You learn what he does with his adjustments and how he plays the game. So it's not going to be, okay, press, baseline, shift line right, and then do a rain dance and jump up and down 5 different times. So you don't have to worry about that. What you will learn is that, okay, I have my base play. this is what I should expect. If I'm facing this is what I do. If I'm facing this is what I do. So you're going to be completely reactive to what your opponent is doing, and Farls gives you his mindset every single time he's playing out on the field.
Yeah, so you're going to have a full defensive scheme from 3 different formations, which is great, and that's what you always get from us. But this is kind of a bonus thing, and I just want to make sure that you guys aren't feeling like, oh, I have to do this setup so I'm not going to have success. When Gibbs tells me to play, I take it, and I always end up running with it. So he'll give me a setup, I'll make a few adjustments, and then I'll kind of give it back to him a week later and say, hey, what if you do this and this? And that's something that, I'm going to teach you here. So very important, but make sure you check out, like I said, the winner's kit. And for all you guys that are our loyal TWIM fans, you guys already all have the winner's kit, so you guys know how good it is. But for the new guys out there, use the discount code TWIM on MaddenTips.com, and that way you can get a great deal on the winner's kit, like we said. And next Wednesday, you'll have a whole new guides. Plus, you're going to get 2 more after that. So it's a full deal for the rest of the season. Plus, you're going to be already having to catch up on 5 guides. So if you buy it tonight, you'll have 5 guides to catch up on before Wednesday when you get the new defensive stuff. So lots of good stuff. But we're going to break down your questions right now, guys. It is This Week in Madden. It's Show 95. You can ask your questions in the chat here on Twitch, or you can hit us up on Twitter at MaddenTips, at SGibs7, at Madden Bible is me. So if you guys have questions, make sure to reach us there. But let's jump in and have Tech Guy give us the first Madden question of the night.
This one's coming in from Champion If. Is the counter effective in Madden 25?
So the counter, as we know, in Madden NFL 12 was my favorite run. It was absolutely beast mode from strong, close formation. And in Madden 13, it didn't quite work. It actually created the swoop because of the counter. You'd get it to such an angle where you'd actually do this certain type of cut that only certain guys could do, and it's actually called the swoop. Now, if we go back here to the Z-Box, you'll see that we still have the counter in most of our formations. I actually didn't even put it into the strong close because I didn't think it was even worthy. So I took it out. I have it in some of my other formations in the top 25 book, but you'll see it in single back ace. As you can see here, single back big has this counter weak. And the main thing I want to teach you guys about the counter weak, and the reason that I do think it is back in Madden 25, I would say it was king in 12. It was weak in 13.
Real good in Madden 12, real good in Madden 11, weak in 13.
It's back in 25.
Not strong.
Here's why. I wouldn't call it against this because, see, you have 2 guys over there, but say that yellow zone was like back a little bit. What the counter does in Madden NFL 25 is it forces the DN to stand up similar to a read option style handoff. So you're neutralizing one of their 11 defenders. So you're only running against 10 men, essentially, when you play a counter because you know what type of blocking you're getting up front. And here's why you're at an advantage, because I know that guy right there is going to stand up on the left. Above the RB icon, that defender's going to stand up because I'm running a counter. So that does 2 things. One, boom.
Beast mode? Oh, he's wearing the pink now because it's...
Yeah. That's sim.
That's real sim.
So with a counter, and the reason I would say that the counter is indeed back in Madden NFL 25 is in the right situation, I'm going to get this guy to stand up. He's got to kind of play that and protect it and kind of keep that wide. The reason that you might not think, if you're SGibs, the counter's back is because you might take Marshawn Lynch and run him out wide, and then he's going to break off his block and tackle you.
Yeah.
What does ZFarls do? Well, that false step.
Probably something dumb.
That false step, look at that D. False step, boom. Oh, nope, it's going this way. Boop. Cut inside. Don't land on turbo. Excel burst, change hands, truck.
Tackle.
Almost end zone.
No touchdown.
So,
but here's why it's not back. Okay. I'm not going to take my guy away from over there.
Okay.
And you're going to run the ball and go ahead, run it. That's why it's not back. That's why it's not back. That's why it's not back. Boom.
Agreed, but
because if I'm an aggressive user player,
is SGibs himself saying that a play called in the right situation can't be effective?
No. In the right situation, 1,000% agreed.
Right.
But I think more times than not, especially with a good user player, you can blow counters up very easily.
So specifically, the reason I don't like counters, and this is why Madden 13 they stopped being good, is because if guys put an extra guy over here, the 2 guys really kind of screws things up. So he's gonna stand up and protect. Doomerville gets in there, I believe that's in 58.
Eats up a blocker.
And really eats up not just one blocker, but he kind of clogs up everything. So you have to call it in the right situation, just like any play, but specifically the reason I do like it is because that you are going to get a guy to stand up.
Boom. Here's the other thing I'll say is that I think shotgun counters are better than I think under center counters. So
agree.
give me shotgun counter from
Yeah.
shotgun bunch or shotgun tight, like tight flex, all day long and twice on Sunday.
So, one other note about the counter, guys. One other pro about the counter is that, or one other con about the counter is that it's easy to get blown up and lose yardage. So 3rd and 1, don't run a counter.
No, don't run a counter.
Unless you really, really have it.
It's really what it's for in real life. I mean, you're trying to catch your opponent off guard in a situation where they're cheating on one side of the field. If your opponent's cheating on one side of the field, you should call the
Or
counter.
if they're run committing or
Right.
anything.
You don't want to call the counter anymore to be a base run. I mean, it was a base run before, and it shouldn't have been. And now it's good in the right situation. We like to put percentages on things because people like percentages, right?
Yes.
What would you put a percentage on running a counter as part of your run-heavy scheme? If you run the ball 25 times a game, how many counters should you throw in?
5.
5 counters, and then you have what 15 dives, like inside runs, off tackles,
Right, maybe a toss or two.
couple tosses, and then right. Okay. So you're looking at a 5%. I'm not good with math. Is that 5%? A 5% clip? Something like that.
But here would be my pro tip, guys. So here would be my pro tip. What does the counter teach us about Madden NFL 25? Well, the counter teaches us about Madden NFL 25 is that a defender will stand up if he's the end and he has to read or he has to contain or he has to do something. We've seen it with the read option. The defender will stand up and guard the play. We saw it with the counter. What else does it mean? It means that we can find other runs that either utilize counter blocking with a pulling guard or use a certain handoff fake that will make that defender stand up and neutralize him. So a play like inside zone split, which you've seen us run on TWIM, is going to have the same effect that I just showed you, where a defender's going to stand up, take himself out of the play, and then we can run right by him. Whereas if it was a regular blocking play, it probably wouldn't happen. So here you can see the handoff. That guy has to stand up and wait to get blocked.
Then you fight with him.
So this run is safer than a counter because you're not going to lose yards. It is, it's more straight ahead. It's more consistent. I would put. You're still getting this defender to stand up.
The well.
And you're going to hopefully take your chances at that. One reason I really like certain runs is because you can actually, even if he doesn't get blocked, you can actually stand. You can run right past him when he's standing up,
right,
waiting for you, and that takes guys out of the play, and that's the numbers game. That's the matchup. That's always what you're trying to get when you're running the ball. So that would be my answer to that counter question.
I like it. I mean, the counter in the right situation. The last thing you'd say about it, the counter in the right situation, is money. Is absolute money.
Yeah. So all right, here we go. Let's. And one other tip that I've been throwing out. I've been running the inside zone split a lot. I've been running a lot of dives over that single back ace run that I showed you guys last week. When I go down to strong close quick toss, Madden 12, magnifico.
Yeah.
Strong close quick toss, Madden NFL 25, not magnifico, terrible. Madden 25, when they block on the edges and you get that seal and the right guy,
magnifico.
Very magnifico.
Very nice.
Very nice.
It's very nice.
So, at the end of games, 1st and 10, I come out quick toss, 15 yards a whack. Because people aren't ready for it. People are, once you run up the middle all the time, they're cramming in the middle. You kick that toss out, we're going to get a seal here, we're going to get a seal here, we're going to get a seal here. Boom, cash money.
Cash money records, man. CMR.
So go back to the strong close quick toss a little bit. I know we talked about that formation at the start of this tip, which is about an hour ago now, but do that run. All right, here we go. Next mailbag question, flying it in from the new tech guy. Give the new tech guy some love in the chat.
Type 1 if you like the new tech guy. Boom.
This one's coming in from Militant X1. 3-4 defense. How can I utilize slower players with great hit power on Baltimore?
So we got the Baltimore defense out here, and a lot of people wrote the Baltimore defense off. So if we check out the Z-Box, we got rid of the Baltimore defense. They got rid of Ray Lewis, who's been a legend for a long time. Maybe not the best Madden player at the end of his career due to some slowdown, but they lost Ed Reed. They lost Kerry Williams, a corner. But they still have Jimmy Smith. They still have Ladarius Webb, who's back from injury. They pick up Doomerville. Kind of saves them a little bit because they lost Kruger.
Yep.
Upgrade there.
Major upgrade.
Nada has always been like a beef guy, but beef guys are good this year.
My favorite thing about the Ravens this year, they add the guy from Florida, Matt Elam.
Yep.
IMO, better than Ed Reed in Madden for right now.
I could agree.
For certain things.
Not a ball hawk.
Correct.
Here we go. So Millie wants to know with the 3-4, where do you put these guys in the field? Some of these guys are a little bit slower. A guy like Upshaw from Alabama, he's a little slower, but he's got that pop in his bat. Elam's got that pop in his bat. How are we getting these guys on the field? And so let's take a look at a little scheme here or at least some positions where, hey, these guys won't have to be in coverage all the time, where you're limiting their strengths, and how can you get them in to play some wood?
Well, first and foremost, the play I like, one thing I like about 3-4 is you get a play like in a cover 2, you get the flats covered, and then stock gives you some buzz zones. So if you take a look at the 3-4 even here, this is just a play that I think is effective for calling 3-4. If you're not making adjustments, you're not doing anything, you're just going to pick a play. What play should I call? Well, I think this is going to be a great play for what you can do. So couple things you could do calling this play. Do you want to rush 4? You're rushing 4 guys after the quarterback. You could drop one of your other linebackers into a hook zone, and now you have basically every part of the field is covered. You have a lot of different guys on the field. You have your beef in the middle of the field. You can maybe pinch your line and really eat up the interior part of the field. And then what's great is that you have your other linebackers all in the box, and you have a lot of beef on the field with a 3-4. So you're going to be really good against the run. It's going to be not against a draw, but it's going to be difficult for your opponent to move the ball in between the tackles if you're playing a 3-4 because you have so much beef on the field.
So I like that. So but you want to get these guys with hip power. There's Upshaw, and a lot of people have run into the slower linebackers with good hip power. Ravens had it last year with Bernard Pollard. Slower, strong safety, but great hip power. I mean, I'm going to exploit this guy one-on-one if I'm running corner routes with a tight end against Upshaw. But, I mean, how can you or another player that has good hip power?
Well, one thing that you could do with a 3-4 too is you got to know that in the 3-4, if you play, so if we take a look at this standard like a 3-4 odd, you play a 2-man under. You have one middle linebacker in a hook zone, and the other middle linebacker is going to be covering a halfback. So if you're looking to get these slower linebackers on the field and not have them really be a sore spot for your defense in man-to-man coverage, this is a great way to use them. Use them in the inside. Get your speedier linebackers like Suggs and Doomerville can be on the outside. They're the pass rushing guys. They can play a little bit more coverage than your slower guys. A guy I think of from like the Bengals, say, is Burfict. He's like 75 speed or something, but he's got like 95 hit power. So you can see you have one middle linebacker here that's playing a hook zone, and then you have another linebacker on the halfback. So maybe you drop this middle linebacker over there on a buzz zone to protect the right flat, and then you use or control the other guy, and then you have everyone else manned up. This is one way to minimize what's happening and take advantage of that hit power. Another thing is play a lot of zone. Don't play a lot of man-to-man defense.
And have them sit back so that when they do, they can come up and make tackles. Don't let them get behind you in zone coverage. Have these zones where they sink back, cover 2 sink, and that way you're keeping everything in front of you and kind of just coming up and laying hits. When you have a team with good hit power, you want to maximize how many plays your opponent has to run to get a touchdown, not let them get out of bounds. So things that are going to maximize the amount of tackles made, which are eventually going to end up in more and more hit sticks.
Right.
If they only got to run one play to score, you only have one chance to force a fumble. But the other big thing is you got to use these guys in the right situations. If it's a run stuff situation, you have Nod on the field, you have Cody on the field, you have Canty on the field, and then you have your linebackers in behind that. But if it's passing situation, then maybe there isn't a spot for them. Maybe you got to sacrifice some of the hip power. Elam's a guy that can stay on the field every down, but maybe Upshot isn't if they're going 5 wide. Maybe if they're going 2 back, though, you can keep them on and use them on halfback. So you got to know your personnel, and that just comes with it. But hip power is so valuable that you want to get them on the field as much as possible.
And I think something key that you just said there as well is the more we play this game and the more we're figuring this game out, I think there's a lot more value in player personnel than what we may have anticipated at the beginning part of the year. So defenses, people have been struggling with defense. Well, I think maybe part of that is that, hey, are you staying in that one formation all game? Are you staying in a 4-3 all game when you're facing a gun empty? I think we're trying to flip that on its head now and say, okay, let's not do that. We're not having success and we're getting frustrated. Well, why don't we create a defensive scheme that works against the run formations, like a 21 set, and then let's create a scheme that is able to work against a gun empty set, an 11 set or something like that.
Right. So guys, we're back here on This Week in Madden. Now let's take a look here at some giveaways that we have. We'll bring back the camera. We have some good stuff that we want to share with you guys. If we can get, let's just say, here's what we'll do tonight. So I have an EA Sports jacket from Madden NFL 25. I gotta find it here, but if we're able, anybody that tweets right now at Madden Tips, so
I'll put it in the chat.
We'll put a tweet here in the chat that you guys can tweet out. Anybody who does will enter themselves in for a chance to win this jacket. Madden 25, it's a nice little Under Armour style coat. We'll find it and give it to you. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we'll have Tech Guy can grab it for us. It's okay. Say hi to Tech Guy. He's wearing a cool shirt.
Tech Guy.
So here's one of the jackets that you could win by tweeting. That one. That's it. Thank you, Tech Guy. So if anybody who tweets what Gibbs is going to throw in there, just to let people know that you're watching this show, tell your friends. We'd appreciate it. Want to jack these jack the numbers up. And you got your Madden 25 gear, Under Armour, like we said,
Boom.
EA Sports, pretty cool coat.
If you're interested in cool
this away
coats.
no matter what tonight to somebody random.
And if we get to our goal,
if we get to let's say 300 people.
No, we did that last week.
315.
350.
350. If we get to 350, we have a NFL Nike Colin Kaepernick jersey that we'll give away. We'll also do somebody random. So tweet this out, guys, because you're going to want to enter for a chance to win the Cap Daddy. If we get to 350 live with the little red head number, we will hook this up. So you're definitely getting the jacket, but hopefully we can do the Kaepernick tonight. We'd love it if you guys could share that we're live because we're taking your questions.
General Judge said we got to 400 last week. I don't think so.
We didn't. I wanted to so bad, but really, really didn't.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it for right now. Yes, you can burn it if you win, but only if you tape yourself burning it. So 350 this week.
All right.
350 this week, and we'll lower it because we want to meet our goal, and we'd like to give that away for real. All right. Let's take a look here at our next Madden question. If you have questions, remember, hit us up.
This one's coming in from Pac-Man720. How do you stop a tight end on zig out without user controlling the player?
So, stopping tight ends, guys. Last year, huge headache. You had streaks over the middle. You had the pass lead that was overpowered. This year, much easier, but I've seen outs from the tight end position, not from users calling them. The computer has hit me with outs to the tight end.
Diabolical.
It's like, what? Excuse me, computer? So, here we have formation. If you're playing two-man under, I'll try and throw one to Miller here. And just if you let... So you're in zone.
Yeah, I should get out of zone there for a second.
Obviously with the pass lead, against zone, you can always find a target if you have time. So, but it's really with man-to-man. Zigs are pretty tough to stop, but we give you some tips here how to stop the tight end in Madden 25. So here, that guy gets pretty open, and obviously certain tight ends are going to have serious route running. I mean, Vernon Davis has straight speed. Zigs are the same way, guys. Zigs are a tactic you're going to see use. I like to use them under center, but generally you're going to see Zigs on like 3rd and 3. You're going to think you have everything covered. Oh, he's running a slant. Okay. Oh, my God, no.
And that's the worst right there.
And when you get roasted, and it's not just that it's a 3-yard catch and a first down, it's that he rumbles for 15 more. So some questions are, how can you slow that down? Well, obviously the zig's the new hot route that they put in last year instead of the slant. So with anything with an out, you can obviously shade outs on the outside in man-to-man. So you can do the same thing, I'm sure, against the tight end. So if I'm going to call an out to Miller, all you'd have to do is use the coverage audibles to shade out. And hopefully that will help him play this route a little bit better. Here the halfback takes his defender over there, but that's going to work. Another good thing, we got a guy in the chat, Penero, is saying what we're about to say next year. Put a DN in a flat zone, because that might help as well. That's going to put some more traffic over there. It's just going to make a tougher throw. It's going to just cause more and more confusion in the area. Here he's going to drop with him. So if they try and hit that quick, he made a lucky catch. I would not have thrown that in real life.
And if you did, I would have literally probably said, reward me for making an adjustment.
So same thing with the zig here, guys. Man-to-man is going to be susceptible to zigs. So that's something you got to look out for. If you know you call man-to-man, you got to know that a zig could beat you.
Get up in that guy's face, hold R1 in front of him, or RB in front of him, and press him, and then go. And then now we're throwing him off. Give me that.
And we fit it in, but the idea was without user controlling. So you can always user control something. You can always stand in front and user press. Tons of tips on how to do that on MaddenTips.com. But generally, you can shade those outs. You can shade the zigs so that they'll play the flat. And always call combo coverage if you know you're getting beat pretty heavily by something. The combo coverage would be putting that other guy in a flat zone, putting him in a yellow against hooks. Doing something with a guy on that side to make sure that you're helping yourself cover.
If I man him up with a guy on the outside, just try that.
He's going to break in towards the middle. I think it's going to hurt.
Yeah, but he was there. He's there. He's
a little bit.
Yeah.
But generally, you're going to give up the zig on first down, second down. It's 3rd and 3 where zigs become frustrating, and that's why I think they hurt people a lot more, because they're always the big plays that are zigs. They're you know what I mean? They're always the big, like, short yardage, but like always the big, like, down. You know?
And I like the safety coming from the flat zone. Something that you've talked about in previous TWIMs, where you have a defender coming down on the ball. They play a little bit better when they're able to make a tackle when they're coming down. When they're coming
down, they tackle better. When you want to pick, they go up better.
Right.
So yeah, that's a way that you can slow down those tight ends here. And thankfully, you don't have to worry as much about streaks, about inside pass lead, about slant. So that's a good thing about stopping the tight ends this year. It's much easier, much less weapons that the offense has.
And you don't face the single back ace, streak, snap, throw it. I've seen a little bit, but not too much.
Yeah,
where it's like
way to win.
Right.
So, all right, let's take a look here at our next mailbag question. See what we have.
This one's coming in from Mecca82. Would you call a different defense every down, or call a base play and make adjustments?
So this is a good question here, and we'll couple it with some other questions that we're getting in the chat about tight ends as well. So we teach you want to come out in a base play on defense. You want to call pretty much the same play every time, and then make your adjustments from there. So if you're a man team, you want to call 2 men under and start with 2 men under and then make adjustments from there. If you're a zone team, you want to call maybe cover 3 or cover 2 sink and kind of make adjustments from there. So somebody asked, hey, what about slants to the tight end? Well, if you call on your base play, you're going to want to go and make adjustments to it from there. Right. So one of the adjustments that you can make to stop a slant is man up the defensive end on the tight end. And that might help because he's going to follow Miller up the field, the D end is.
Right.
So if they do run a streak, you're going to kind of follow them, and hopefully you play that inside position. So that is what we talk about when we say you come out in a base play and then you make your adjustments from that. So, and it's because when you call the same play a lot, when you call good base defenses and similar coverages, you get used to playing coverages. You know where your weaknesses are. You know what your team strengths are, and then you can freestyle from there. So, hey, I've been getting hit to the flat with RB. Okay, well, I'm going to drop a flat zone off of this coverage, and hopefully he's going to get out there and pick it up. I'm always constantly finding myself calling 2 men under. Later in the games, I call 3 down line, 2 men under, because it gives me an extra guy to work with and use over the middle of the field. So sometimes you can call different plays, but what's the point of calling different plays you never practiced before?
Right.
Nothing good's going to happen. And there's really not that, in my opinion, I don't want to say there's not many good plays, but there's not many good defensive plays that you can't make.
With hot routes.
With hot routes. You can make any defensive play you want. So you could start out in cover 2 and make it cover 3.
I mean, I'm in a 2-man under. I can make it into a zone real quick. Now it's a cover 2 zone.
And you just did that.
And I made it, so I'm in a 2-man under, but I made it into a cover 2. So, I mean,
you call it, yeah.
Done.
But you call the same play every time. Well, it's a completely different play. It's a play that you could have just called.
Right.
So, I mean, there's no real difference. It's just how you want to get there, and it's kind of how your brain works. Like we said, your brain can be reactionary. It can be, well, he just hit me here. I want to drop this. That's an adjustment. Or it can be, I'm trying to think ahead. I think he's going to run this time, so I'm going to call this. Man, I'm going to blitz it. I'm going to call a play that automatically blitzes my 2 linebackers.
Right.
In the huddle. Whereas if you do get out there and you think he's going to run, you can just blitz your 2 linebackers in 2 seconds by user him, and then so you could have just called that play, but instead you're choosing to make the adjustments. I just think you have more control, and overall it's a better way to play, and you're going to have more success if you do it that way. So, all right, guys, let's take a look here at our next mailbag question. Should be another solid one. A lot of good ones tonight.
This one's coming in from Mecca82. Can you explain the smash hitch concept? What would be the best coverage to use that against?
So we'll take a look here at the smash, and a good question here. And the reason that the smash is a good concept is it's something that works in real life, and it's also features one of the best routes in the game. So smash is going to feature a corner route and a little hitch route. And as we saw in Problem's offensive guide, what's good about the smash is you can actually make X's route, which is a hitch, into a smoke, and that's going to shorten the window. Sometimes with press it makes it a little longer, but generally it's going to be a better way to hit the sideline. Now, smash in real life is going to be used to beat cover 2. But in Madden, you can use it to beat...
Let me get that guy, not the
under.
press, right?
Right, so...
Well, you use it to beat 2-man under or zones or anything like
Right,
that. Right,
so
So if I have it set up this time, and Farls.
So here we're going to change Rice to a smoke route by pressing Y, X, right trigger. And we're going to look to hit Baldwin when he cuts. Now, Baldwin's on a corner route here, and you saw he got separation. You want to throw those to the open side of the field.
You threw that a little late.
I threw it a little late. You want to throw it to the open side of the field, like we said. If this guy had ran, if Rice had ran like a 2-yard hitch, he would be up here, and that window would be tighter to throw this ball. But the route running rating, so whatever your guy's route running rating is what he's going to get for separation when he cuts. So on the cuts, and it's going to be versus your defender's man coverage rating. So whatever 41's man coverage rating is going to be how tight he sticks to him on that corner route, and how much separation he's going to get. Boom, Wes Welker-like is going to be how much separation he gets. Here, I knew that I was throwing it late, so I did a down and left pass lead. That shortens the angle of the throw.
The Pythagorean theorem.
Lets me click on. If I was gonna blow it open, and he really whiffed him, I could throw it deep up in B or up in the button. So
yep.
Call cover 2 real quick, and the reason smash would beat cover 2 standard is because the flat zone will be occupied by X, and the hook zone, the corner route's going to get open to the corner.
Sometimes that hook will hang on, but...
Right, so you got to pay attention. And also, like I said, open side of the field, and certain smash plays have shorter corner routes, have tighter corner routes, have different corner routes, just a little bit different. And you really need to... So he hangs a little bit there, but once again, that throw angle was a good job.
And here, I don't like this formation specifically for the smash because you don't... The depth... on the trips is a little tighter than if it was a spread.
Right. Usually it's going to be like from a twins formation with only 2 receivers. So you'd rather do it from there because it's going to give you more room to operate. The spacing is a little jacked up here because you have an extra receiver.
That gives you a little bit more right there. All right, so that should be a little bit better for you.
So once again, the smoke route to X. There we go.
And that time, see how the hook hung.
With them, but we were patient. We tried to click on and make a play. So that's what I like to do.
Smash is good. I mean, the most important route that you can have in this year's game on a play is a corner route or like a post or a unique route because every route that you can't create a corner route with hot routes. With every other route, you can make a smash concept if you have a corner route. So if you have one corner, you can make a smash concept, which is one of the best in the game.
Right, and that's why I love to come out in smash as my base play. Because you're going to have a corner out here. The smash concept is happening on the left, but you're still getting a corner out here. And it's going to be tough for man-to-man to match up against.
You could motion the halfback out right, put him on a smoke screen, and you have double smash.
Right, and you'll find this in so many different formation guys. So try out and find a good smash that you like, but in real life it beats cover 2, in Madden it beats cover 2, but you got to be careful of the hook zones. It also beats man-to-man in Madden, and I've seen it beat man-to-man in real life. I see a corner out smash.
Is that why it's called smash?
It literally smashed somebody in the end zone. I forget what game it was. I tweeted
Probably the Giants. Probably they haven't been doing very well.
Wasn't that? I was tweeting it. Hey, a corner out just beat man-to-man coverage. Not sim, but that is sim because it happened in real life.
Yeah,
so that's
I like
what I think. All right, guys. Let's take a look here at our next mailbag question.
This one's coming in from Chomp Pig. What are some good ways to stop deep in and post routes?
So, deep in and post routes used to be the bomb diggity in Madden 08. Literally, trips attack, one of the best plays.
Halfback swing and trips attack. So good, Madden 08.
So good. And that was when the safety would kind of not pay attention. You could fit in a lot of routes up against it. But recently, they're doing a much better job playing. So I'll try to play like deep corner because that's got a nice post.
You know what it is in the current games we have now, the deep safeties play it much better, whereas before, like the deep safety didn't recognize that he was going deep, so then they would always just leave him wide open. Now the deep safeties do a much better job at containing that deep route. They drop back with it, they see it, and they go.
So this B route to Rice is a little bit deep. It's a little bit deeper than I would like to see. I'd like the cut to start a little more and be a little more over the middle so I could pass lead it underneath the safety. but we'll still try it and see if we can fit in deep post. Yeah, so that's right where I want him to break. I think he would break deeper, but I think he got caught up there. But it leaves a tender spot against cover 3 and even cover 4 guys. If you're somebody that's struggling against max cover defense, what you want to do is call one of these routes against cover 4. You can find this hole. So see when I click on, I cut it off so that the safety can't come in and wreck me.
Right.
He can't break on the ball. And that's the tender area that our users having trouble, Chompics having trouble defending.
And if we head over to the other Xbox, I want to take a look at another play. It's the Z spot. You might actually have it in yours. Let's take a look here on you. Let's grab yours right here.
Gotcha.
So we'll take a look at, go to gun bunch. And do you have it? Maybe. There's a potential. So let's see if we have it. Z spot the play. And we're going through, and we're going through. You don't have it. All
right, we'll go to the Xbox.
We'll go to the SGibs Xbox here. And the play Z spot called 2 minute under. Falls. 2 minute under.
Gotcha.
And so this is a play I think that Chompic was just mentioning in the chat. He said, show me a post that's unbumpable, because that's the one he's having difficulty to defend. So this play here is against 2 men under. That B route, watch, he gets there and then he's going to get inside position, and I got the pressure came in. That's one way to stop it, but this is a difficult route to defend. One, at the snap of the ball, and then also here because he gets inside position and is a big gain downfield. So what I would maybe say about this is you definitely maybe want to do exactly what you did there. That's the first thing you always try, guys. The hook zone in the area where you think it's coming, the route's coming after you. Will he play it? Will he play it? And he's there for all intents and purposes. I kind of like that.
Throw that.
Right.
I don't think you throw that, in my opinion.
I think that's a bold throw, but I'll show you that one more time. Put him in that hook again.
Also, what I might consider doing is,
stay under it like that.
Yeah.
You got to stay under it, but that's one thing you could do. Another thing, again, just a general tip would be throw pressure off the right edge, because you want me to roll away from that. Because let's just say there's pressure in my face, right, and I'm rolling this way. Pressure's this way, pressure's this way. Now that's a tough throw for me to make, and as you can see now, problems occur. And nice pitch, but that's not a play. I'm not giving you an exact play to stop it, but try that, because if you roll away from that throw, the more you roll away from it, the harder that throw becomes. So again, pressure's in my face, pressure, I'm rolling out. I see him there now, and picked off. So that's 2 plays in a row where if you're sending that pressure off that edge, making them roll away from their throw, it's going to be a lot harder for them to complete it. So that's just kind of a general concept kind of idea of what you would want to do to stop it. Maybe drop that guy into a deep zone.
Boom.
Let's try that, see if that happens.
He might time it pretty nice.
Right, because he's going to get there. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
For what you might be facing. So, the general rule is just start trying different things. Start with that always start stock 2 men under. If you're trying to stop a specific play, guys, you got to start with the stock 2 man under, and then you go from there. You saw the first thing we did was drop the safety into a hook. That didn't really work. It kind of worked, but didn't. Then we said, okay, let's bring pressure roll right, but then we found here, if we put that, you were on him, but if you put that guy into a deep zone, he actually does a pretty good job of getting into that area of the field where we want him to defend.
Indeed. Good solve there. And good unbumpable call by Chompic. Good. That's a good route to use. All right, let's take a look here at the next mailbag question.
This one's coming in from Epiphone Boy 2000. What are some tips for no huddle offense? Also, how can you slow it down on D?
So with the no huddle, I use it less this year than I did in years past. It's got nothing to do with the audible system. I think you do have more control at your fingertips with the audible system, but I just don't like. I think if you run too many plays, you're gonna start to get into trouble. The more plays you run, the more chance your opponent's finally gonna have to stop you. So we'll go over on the Xbox here, but the big thing about that is you're creating an advantage by making sure the defense can't audible, and they're just going to keep coming at you time after time. So if they come out in a run play, single back, half back, dive, weak, single back ace, and you come out in dime because it's the first package of the game and you're kind of worried, and then all of a sudden they run 13 times in a row on you with no huddle every time, you're going to be in dime on the 14th time like, oh my God, I need some beef on the field. So yes, they can try and, get an advantage from you. The way you kind of counter it is just by being ready, making setups, making adjustments, and learning their tendencies. They can only do so much when they know huddle and keep it fast. They can't audible to too many different formations and have a good amount of time.
And here's the other thing I would say, too, about the no-huddle. I've seen guys fumble a lot more in a no-huddle situation. That's just something I personally feel about the game. So the guys are going to get tired. They're going to come out of the game for a couple plays, so that's an advantage for you. Don't be afraid of the no-huddle. Don't be scared of the no-huddle. It's something, I think part of the no-huddle mystique that we all fear in Madden over the years is starting to, I think, coming from just general mass media. That, the no-huddle in the NFL is just dominating teams, and then now you see it in Madden, and then you freak out. You think it's overpowered. I can't stop this. No time. You got to remember that you have 7 seconds at the absolute minimum to make adjustments. Even with a no-huddle, you have 7 seconds. So what could you get done in 7 seconds? Farls, just start counting 7 seconds.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Did that seem like eternity? That seemed like eternity.
But
that was like forever.
But if you're like, 1,
I get panicking. And then you freak out. Have some composure. Right. You're a grown person. Have some composure. No, joking aside, but 7 seconds is eternity to do one thing. Do one thing. You could do one thing. Take away their number one read. I mean, if someone's beating you with one thing, the one thing I would recommend the most is just take a D lineman, a D end, and then just go to that spot. If they're in no huddle and they just keep hitting the same thing, grab the no lineman and just do that. Be like, all right, fine, throw it at me. I'm going to try and do something here if I can't make an adjustment. But you have 7 seconds. Don't panic. Don't freak out. Do something. Stop yelling at the game. Do something. Lift a weight. And be a virtual athlete, please.
Do it. All right. So to use the no huddle, make sure that you have a formation that you like with personnel that you like that you can get to a lot of different things from, and make sure you have a couple different plays. Make sure you have one where the tight end's on a zig, and then maybe the next time he's on a slant. And that's what I like about no huddle. I like no huddle because it forces your opponent into quick thinking and saying, well, he just ran a zig, he's going to do it again, and then all of a sudden you run a slant, zig, zag, whatever. That's what I like about no huddle. It speeds everything up, gives me more action, more bang for my buck.
Right.
No huddle, but I just like no huddle because I'm like, why would I call another play?
There's a question in here.
Anyways, might as well no huddle.
A question in the chat that people are saying what about the custom playbook issue that you're having with like lag and all that. What I would say to do with that is you got to make sure that you have a defensive scheme that you can call upon that doesn't require a lot of adjustments. I mean, I know is that the best answer that I'm going to give you in the world? Probably not, but be ready for it. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. You're either going to do something or just ignore it and pretend that it's not there. So I would recommend something that is simple, one adjustment, and then you're done. Or what you can do is you can wait for your opponent to audible, get into their play, and then get into your play. And then now you don't have 7 seconds. Now maybe you have like 4 or 5, but there's still time to do something. Just be patient, wait for him to get their play, and then go.
Right. The faster you press it, you're not going to help yourself with the lag. You're not going to hit it more.
Right.
So, all right, guys, let's take a look here at the next mailbag question. Got some good stuff coming up for you.
This one's coming in from Cade15. What are some beginner MUT tips? How can I build, and what is the best way to earn coins?
So with Madden Ultimate Team, that's obviously a new mode this year. We've been jumping into that pretty hardcore this year. A lot of fun to open packs, build your team, build your squad, build the type of team you want. You could maybe build an all-Patriots team. You could build an all-Giants team, an all rookie team, an all Legends team, an all any type of team. We've just kind of been building the best possible teams to win. So
the ultimate team, if you will.
When you start out, it's really hard to build up. Not really hard, but it takes time to build up. You're not just going to wake up and have a 95 overall team. It's going to take you time to get there. So what are some strategies early when you don't have a lot of coins? Who are some players you can target? If we go over to the Xbox, we can see some good players. Quarterback is obviously where you want to start. One of the best value quarterbacks is got to be Andrew Luck. So we talk about Robert Griffin's a guy you're going to see a lot in early MUT games. Cam Newton's going to be a guy you're going to see in early MUT games. But the best overall value probably always going to be Cam Newton on the gold, a gold Cam Newton. He's going to only cost you Andrew Luck. He's going to maybe only cost you 1,000 coins.
This is why $800 for Andrew Luck. That's what makes him, I think, the best bang for your buck when it comes to a beginner player for a MUT, because you don't have a lot of coins to start out, but this is a great card. I mean, 80 deep at throw accuracy, 84 throw accuracy, 90 throw power, then he's got some mobility, so you can do a lot of things. And right now, I mean, you could bid at him for 505 and hopefully get him. I mean, this is ending in a day, but I mean, you could straight out buy him for 800 coins, and now you have a legitimate quarterback. So, you know, yes, Farls was saying guys like RG3, Kaepernick, Russell Wilson, Cam Newton. My issue with that is all those quarterbacks are going to be in the upper thousands, and you probably don't have that many coins at the starting point. So you got to go for the best bang for your buck, and that is with this card right here, this gold Andrew Luck. This is the best value quarterback in MUT.
So that's a good quarterback to start with. Then you're going to want a running back. In MUT early, you're going to want to probably start by running the ball because you're going to be playing newer players. You're going to be playing with a team that's not going to have a full rack of receivers to just go to. So halfback-wise, you want a guy that's versatile. You want Reginald Bush, 79 overall. He's going to only cost you about 1,000 coins, which you could probably earn in 2-3 games maybe. So he's a guy that's going to give you 93 speed. Carry's a little low, so you might want to look into spending a little bit more, maybe on a Darren Sproles. But the thing with the Reggie Bush is you can use him as a receiver. So if you get a Bush and a Sproles, you can then use one of those as your slot receiver. You could use, you know, one of them swinging out wide.
And then you use Sproles with a 95 carry, and he's your halfback.
And he's your guy that you close out games with. So
Love it.
Those are two backs you want to look into. Maybe a nice two-headed attack. You can run all types of runs with those guys.
So right now, you know, this is MUT on a budget, so we're talking here 15 for him, 1,000 for Reggie, so 2,500, 800 for Luck. So now we're looking at 3,300 coins, and you already have a pretty legitimate offense.
Yep. And then the next thing you want to do is go with defensive side of the ball. You know, who are you going to be user controlling on defense? Who can you make better? Who can you, turn into a defensive gem? So a guy like Manny Lawson is a guy that you might be able to get for a reasonable amount of coins. He's a guy that's going to have good speed and good hit power. Is he the best computer player in the game? No, but if you user control him, then you're putting your brain in his brain, and then all of a sudden you've got an 800 coin freak show running around your defense.
Freak show. One of the best.
86 speed, 90%.
90 pursuit.
And there's a little pop in his bat. So he's a guy that you're going to want to user control. In the secondary, what you can do is you can get some cheap cornerbacks, and those will replace your safeties. And a guy we really like, another linebacker we love is Bruce Carter, 67. Another good guy. Wesley Woodyards are all over the place. Those are pretty decent cards too. At CB, none other than a guy that's one of our favorite guys in the entire game at CB, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie, for the no longer the Cardinals, no longer the Eagles. He is on the...
Who? DRC?
DRC.
He's on the Broncos. Yeah.
So he's been on every type of team. He's a guy who's 6'2", which you can't coach. He's a guy that's got pretty ridiculous speed, and he's available for a little pricey, but
his market earlier was it went up 1,000 coins. So maybe you don't buy right now, wait for him to come down a little bit. But this card's worth it. I mean, this card's absolutely worth it. If you're only going to buy one defensive card, you got to buy the Luck, you got to buy the Sproles and Bush, and then you got to buy maybe one defensive card. You buy the Rodgers-Cromartie.
So as you're building your team, you get a DRC. Some other fast CBs are D'Angelo Hall. Those are guys that you can move around.
Milner.
There's a Dion trainer. There's a Dion skills trainer that played on my team for like the first 30 games. Like he hung around. So you're going to want to beat the ball hawk drill to get the Dion. That's another good way to start. And generally, you're going to want to keep those guys around and then, pick up some chief beef guys for your defensive line. But once you get a team and a solid core, think about what you want to run. Start to plan your personnel out that you need. I play with two tight ends, so I bought Gronk and Graham. Those were the first two cards I paid big money for, and they've been with my team ever since. I didn't say, I kind of want both of them. I was like, no, I'm going to use both of them. So learn what type of scheme you want to run, and then build your team around that. Don't just get cards and then say, I guess I'll run trips because I have 3 receivers. Like, don't do that.
Build your team around your strengths.
Yes.
I love this Chris Clemens, 6'1" safety, 90 speed. He has pretty good tackle. You're not going to find a much better tackle, even when you get into the elite cards with a 70 tackle and Chris Clemens. Another great card in the secondary would be a Michael Huff card. That's a great free safety. So your combo in the secondary would be a Michael Huff and Chris Clemens. Then you drop down to your corners. You got DRC, you got Milner, You have D'Angelo Hall, so now you're square at CB, Bruce Carter, Manny Lawson. So you're seeing that you're building your team out, you're rounding it out, and that would be what I would say is our recommended starting beginner team. I mean, you probably get all those guys for close to 10,000 coins, and you could probably get to that maybe within 10 games or so.
Yeah.
Roughly, with like if you're doing challenges and
right.
playing games, and if you get a pack, when you get your first pack, maybe you draw a good card and you go out and sell it. That's the most important part, is working that market, working at being a MUT mogul, and that's the most important part.
All right, guys, that's pretty much all for the MUT front for now, but we have a lot more videos on our YouTube channel, so check those out, and we're always live streaming a little bit of MUT action, so make sure to check it out. Let's go to the next mailbag question here. 10 minutes left before the game of the week. I'm going to be coaching SGibs against Zan. And
not good for me.
It's going to be a challenge. Zan's a very good player. I don't know if I can deal with SGibs, real talk, but we'll figure that out in 10 minutes. Let's take a look at the next mailbag question here.
This one's coming in from AWOL205. Is there any way to get A-gap pressure from the 4-6 formation with good coverage? Any other good blitzes from 4-6?
So we'll be jumping back into there in 1 second. Let's go to the next mailbag question, and we'll jump back to that one shortly as we get that set up. No worries.
This one's coming in from ARAN13. What personnel packages like LB Rush, DE Flip, Dual HB would you use for teams like 49ers and Seahawks?
So the packaging stuff is key. If we go over here to the Z-Box, we can see that with certain types of packages on defense, you can actually, even on offense, what are some of the best packages I use? Well, one thing I always do is I use packages less and less, to be honest. What I actually do is I RB sub in all my guys. So I know with my team, like, hey, obviously in quarter 137, the Ravens already have Terrell Suggs here down at end in I think Doomerville. But with a lot of defenses, like this would be Haloti Ngata where Suggs is, because that's where he plays, and then you'd have to replace him. So I would go in and just put in Terrell Suggs. He's already in this formation. But, DB swap, and unless I want a certain matchup, like I want a 6'2 guy against Calvin Johnson, I want DRC against Calvin Johnson, I'm not going to be using the packages on defense that much. But my favorite ones are DN pass rush, because if you have if you bring in the DNs, that's going to move your DNs inside. That's going to give you kind of like the NASCAR look like the Giants have. That's something you can go with. Generally, one of the other great packages is 46 speed package still available?
Oh, absolutely.
So, yeah,
got it right here.
Normal. If we go over to the Xbox here, we'll see that you have the 46 normal. You have this thing called speed package. That's going to replace your linebacker here on the left with a corner.
Two corners.
Two corners.
Two outside linebackers.
So, great for speed. Great for creating a dime look out of 46 normal. So
Love
same
it.
position.
One of the most versatile formations in the game.
Same looks, but different personnel. And it's beautiful. The one reason you want to use packages over RB subs is you can't RB sub some guys into certain spots. So they might not let you RB sub in, say, one of the favorite packages from back in the day was strong safety at right outside linebacker, Mike Mitchell, Raiders. And the reason you did that, because if you went to the right outside linebacker and you pressed RB, you couldn't find Mike Mitchell because they don't want you to, it's not, most of the time it's not realistic, but if certain teams do it, they'll put it in their playbook. So you could actually sub in that guy. Like, it'd be great to have Bernard Pollard at linebacker, but you can't sub a strong safety on a linebacker. But with that package, you can do it in some situations. So most of the time I'll RB sub unless I'll use the package to create something that I can't do otherwise.
Yeah, and so right here you can see the speed package again. What's valuable about it is that you go from a 4-3, so you could stay. We talked about before. You don't want to stay in a base set all game long. Well, if you use the 46 normal formation, you could stay in it all game long, because if it's a running down, you stay in normal. If it's speed, you go into a speed package, and now you're in a dime set. So now you can go up against a gun spread. So a lot of versatility there. And another package that I like a lot, you can find it in a lot of different formations, but one specific here is the big nickel bear. This is great for stopping the run, and what it is, it's called the defensive tackle package. So you would set your depth chart up so that you would have the normal package is your pass rushing situation, so your 3 down linemen would be your 3 best pass rushers. And then if it's a running situation, I would check down to my package, which was defensive tackles, and that now gives me my beef on the field, and I would replace my pass rushers with my run stuffers. So it's a great way to interchange quickly between two different type of defensive schemes or priorities. So it's 3rd and 1, I go to defensive tackles. It's 3rd and 12, I would go to my pass rush and go forward. So I've actually been using that quite a bit.
All right, good question on packages. The other obviously big package on defense, backup quarterback package, something you want to check out to place a fast guy into the game at your backup quarterback position, and then run the option all day long. So
yeah, and now we can hit up the next one, the 46 A-gap one.
All right, so going back to the question before that was, how can you get A-gap from the 46 defensive formation with pretty good coverage, and is there any other good blitzes worth it in the 46? So we'll go back here to the Xbox and we'll get that question going.
One thing simple, guys, and this isn't anything that's completely devastating, I would say, or it's something that's going to be a game changer, but it is A-gap, and it is something that everyone will be manned up. So you take a look at the inside blitz from the 46 normal formation. So Farls comes out in a gun spread, just gets everyone out on a route, and normal wild slot, a lot of shotgun. And what you'd want to do with this formation is took the DN away. The only thing you want to do here is to put the defensive end on a contain, and we should get that middle linebacker to come through that A-gap. Nope, he did not, probably because it's the Patriots offensive line. We were just doing this, and it was working. But what we're doing here, let me try re-blitzing the D-tackle. The idea here is that you're trying to get A-gap through that middle of the field, and let's see if it will get it this time. If not, you would just leave the DN blitzing, and you should get the A-gap to come through. In this instance, I think it's because the Patriots' offensive line is just so good that they're just making adjustments. It's something that Giants don't do.
Colin Jenkins is one of the slowest, probably, linemen ever. He looks like he eats a lot of chicken wings. I do too. We have similar body types.
Yeah,
it's not much good about it, except that you can stuff the run, but you're not a great pass rusher, unfortunately.
Right. But if you get in the lab and try that, pick 46 inside blitz, put that DN on a contain. I'm doing something different that I wasn't doing before. I don't know what it is. So Farl's phone just going ham.
It's aggressive.
So try it this time now, Farls. See if he'll come in. And that's what we're looking for. You can see the A-gap come. Everyone's manned up. Everyone's on a defender. Yada, yada, yada. What else can you do this from? There's another play in here. Fire zone 3, I believe.
The thing with A-gap is it's not a pressure you see a lot. You see a lot of edge pressure. Last year you saw more A-gap, but something that's been, obviously the offensive line wants the pressure to come as far outside the quarterback as possible. So if they're looking off the edge and all of a sudden you do switch it up with A-gap, even though it's not the best, it wouldn't be our number one blitz that we go to because we have other good blitzes with better coverages. But it's a unique thing you'd want to switch up and maybe use it in a different situation.
Right. And here's a play that could be very similar to what we just did. This time, though, you'd have to blitz Herzlich here. And you're trying to get the same result. I'm not sure. I didn't try this earlier, but I think and it works. So, yeah, we're using 6 guys to get it, but the contain's like a pass rusher and a half, so it's like 5.5, if you will. But it's there.
Those are some things you can mix up from the 46 defense to ramp it up. And if you have any more questions on the 46, that's 46 normal. 46 Bear is the formation that Problem used for his defensive guide. Available in the winner's kit right now. You want to use the discount code on the show tonight, which is TWIM. If you use that, you can save on MaddenTips.com winner's kit. So check that out. And, of course, we'll have more defense out for you next Wednesday in the winner's kit. Full new playbook with a little bonus. So make sure you pick that up tonight, and we'd appreciate it. So that is where we're at. Now let's go back to the next mailbag question here because we only got a few minutes left. We'll go rapid fire.
Rapid fire, sure.
All right, let go.
All right, this one's coming in from A. Randall 13. When should you use hybrid coverages, and which players do you drop into zones?
Good question, A. Randall. And something we kind of answered earlier a little bit with like the base play is you're in a base play. If you're playing man, you're going to be dropping guys in zone. If you're in zone, maybe you drop a guy in man to fool them. Hybrid coverage just means a little bit of mix of man, a little bit of mix of zone. And who are you going to be dropping? Well, I like to drop the defensive linemen, and I also like to drop the safeties. I'll take them out of deep blues and drop them into yellows if I think it's over the middle. I'll drop them into purples if I think it's a corner. I'll do different things. It doesn't really matter. It's whatever gets the job done. And ultimately, that's what you're doing with your defense. You're just trying to make adjustments.
And one thing I would add about that, what I like to do with hybrid coverage is I like to bring the pressure off one edge, and then I roll the quarterback into that coverage. So in this instance, the pressure would be coming off this right edge. You can see I'm playing man-to-man, and I have my extra zones on the left side of the field. So hopefully forcing the quarterback roll to that left side of the field and throw into coverage.
So that's a nice example of a hybrid defense. We'll keep it rolling here with a rapid-fire mailbag sesh on TWIM 95.
This one's coming in from LWYNNJR. What are some of the best pistol passing plays in Madden 25?
So pistol passing plays. Obviously, we have Problem's pistol playbook, which is the offensive playbook in the winner's kit from Problem. He broke down the pistol. I know 3 formations he used a lot of were pistol trips and pistol weak. So pistol weak twins. So you could audible back and forth because they have matching personnel. Absolute pain in the neck to go from one side of the formation, think you have everything set up, drop your zones, all of a sudden you audibles and you go to the other side of the field. But my top 25 playbook on the Madden Share, which is right on the home page of the game, if you click Madden Share, you can find my top 25 plays. Just sort by downloads, you'll see it. That has all these pistol formations here. So some good pistol running formations are like these early ones where they have 3 guys in the backfield because you can rush it anyway. But this play, Weak Twins Flex, is one that I tell pretty much everybody. It's Weak Twins Flex in the place called Smash. We've already broken down Smash tonight. It's got a read option. And the reason it's such a good place, it's called Smash White Corner, is because you have a man-beating route to Miller, which is the corner. You have a corner route to Tate. If it's zone coverage, they're going to slouch off of Rice, and they're going to leave him open for like a 5-yard gain. You can streak Y, or you can leave him on the circle route. The circle route, you can learn the timing, and it's pretty tough to user defend. And then lastly, you can wheel Lynch, and obviously if he's on the other side, he's going to go to the right. But then you can motion him out. You want to do this to the open side, and you can snap him there. And he'll get open a lot of the times. The defense will drop back away from him. You can hit him with a quick pass. So now we're almost pretty much empty, and we can make a lot of different reads on this and hopefully pick up some yardage. So that is the play right there that I would use from the pistol. When I come out in pistol and I want to play, here in my audibles, the lead read option, the draw, and the slip screen, these are what I use when I run this. And I like to pass it when I call the play smash, but otherwise I'll run the read option and mix it in. So that's what I do out of the pistol. Pistol's just like any other formation, guys. Don't think of it as a non-shotgun, as a non...
I'll tell you one of the toughest things to defend out of this formation is just to streak that Y fullback. Streak him, snap, and look to throw to him. I mean, that's very difficult to defend for just about anybody on the field, and especially that tight end in the inside. This is one of the best formations that no one's really using. We used it a little bit in the beginning part of the season and gotten away from it, but it is such a tough formation, guys. You got to start using it.
All right, check it out, and we will keep going with the questions.
This one's coming in from JFM0582. What are the best ways to stop 5 wide receiver sets? Route combo is hitch, out, and streak.
So if you're looking to stop a hitch, an out, and a streak, what you want to do, that's 3 different levels of routes, and that's one of the reasons that it's so tough, is you have the hitch that's going to play one area, you have an out that's going to go to a completely different side, and then deep zone is going to have to cover the streak. So let me go to like a pistol trips. I have it in here, and we'll take a look at that route combo. You're going to have to do a little bit of adjustments.
So ZFarls is grabbing this formation here to show you the floods.
And basically that's what they're doing, is they're flooding your defense. So here we actually have this play. Now, there's actually a play called Flood in NCAA football, and it's this, but Tate's on a flat. But in general, it's going to cause the same thing to happen here. So here we hit the underneath, but what's really going to be the issue is the deep zone is going to get pulled away from there, and you're going to try and fit the Y route into the sideline. But that did a good job right there of taking it away with the yellow zone underneath, and that's right. That yellow zone dropped to a nice spot.
Right, real tender.
How did you get the yellow zone to drop there?
I didn't baseline. We always baseline, but one of the things that the game does for you is that it recorrects itself and rebalances the zones in the field when you're facing like a trips. So we always say baseline, but if you're facing something like a trips, it sometimes is better not to baseline because your zone's going to be set up in a position to be better to defend what they're facing. Whereas so you can see the difference here. Here's no baseline. You can see how the zones on that side of the field are all matched up pretty evenly.
Yeah.
But when I baseline, it actually takes a defender out of there and puts them back on the other side of the field, rebalances the formation out. Now my formation's in a better spot to defend the entire length of the field, and I can blitz now from it. But you lose some coverage. So it's give and take. Do you want to play coverage? Do you want to blitz? So for you to decide.
If I was getting consistently hit with that route combination, though, so that guy's just using it to flood you. He's not using it to exploit, because it's not really exploits. But The deep zone, I'm never concerned that deep zone's going to beat me. With a deep zone and a streak, I'm just not concerned. I'll let you throw that. I'll take that X matchup all day. I would man up B, because a hitch, yeah, we might be able to throw for 2 yards to a hitch, but if he sits right on it, it's not a big deal. The problem for me is taking away the out, because outs, maybe they're doing this, because this would actually get open, this X. So the streak, I'm going to let you throw to Y, because I'm not afraid that you're going to beat a deep zone if they're backed off, especially with maybe a guy like Baldwin. The out is where I'm going to have trouble, and then the hitch I'm going to let you go man-to-man against. And, you know,
Got beat there.
As long as, and I would take my user guy and then user the out.
Right.
Because unless you can get the yell to drop where you had it, that's how I would defend it. So
right.
that'd be my idea.
I like it.
All right, next question here.
This one's coming in from Splashy McSplash. What DL ratings stop the run? Strength, block shed, or power moves?
We got Splashy McSplash and Chompig in a battle for TWIM mailbag question.
They're
Twimmy of the
fighting.
year.
Fighting.
They're both pumping good questions in every week.
I don't think they can be beat right now, to be honest.
It feels like Chompig's his best friend because he reads his name every week.
I don't think they can be beat right now. That's a challenge to everyone else. They can't be beat. Too strong.
They're too strong. His question was
I already
about
forgot
defensive line ratings and what are the best ones. Well, after playing a lot of Madden Ultimate Team, what I'm going to say is strength is something that anybody can have. And yes, it's good, but it's not. It's good. It's not great. Block shed is what's going to help you stop the run, because that's going to help you get off blocks, and that's going to help you blow up more plays in the backfield. And it's going to, if guys are running off tackle and your guy's that guy that's getting blocked on the edge, he's likely to break off and get outside and contain everything. So block shed is what's factored in against run plays. Something like power move, to me, or finesse move is something that the guys are going to have. Those are going to be for ratings against the pass. So if a guy's pass blocking you, finesse and power are going to be, are they fighting? Are they, what are they doing to get off of the blocks? But block shed's going to be against the run. What are they doing to shed blocks to make plays and tackle? So pursuit's going to help because it's going to make them take a good angle if they're linebackers. But for D linemen, it's mostly going to be strength, block shed, and then I would look at those two. So
give me block shed all day for stopping the run, and then I like strength because it's going to determine if he's going to get off the block.
You get a little push and kind of muddy things up.
Right. So give me block shed all day though against the run. So whenever you see that animation where a guy gets you have a running lane with your halfback, and then you're trying to fight through the hole, and then boom, a guy gets off the block and tackles you. That's block shed.
All right, guys. Let's take a look at the next mailbag question here.
This is the last one.
All right, last one.
Coming in from Dump Son. Can you send 2 blitzers free against play action passes?
Yes.
Play action passes are very difficult to blitz against because the blocking is actually different. The schemes are different that the offensive line uses. So sometimes you'll call a blitz that's been working all game, and all of a sudden they call it play action, and then all of a sudden the blitz isn't working. It's like, well, they're not blocking extra guys, but they might be doing something else.
All you need to do, guys, to do that is just call pass commit. And you'll get a better chance at that happening.
So hold down L trigger and then flick the right stick up. That's going to tell your defense, hey, he's trying to pass the ball. So they will say, well, he's passing it. I don't care that he just did a run fake. And they won't react to that. There we get 3 guys pretty much.
No, well, I'll take 3. I'll take 3.
Obviously, we've taught you that the big key with blocking, with sending 6 rushers is if you get 2 free, then even if they block the halfback, you're still going. One of those guys is still going to get in. So that's what's so important about 6 and 2, sending 6, getting 2 free. And with play action, sometimes it doesn't happen that way. But fortunately, if you use the L trigger and the right stick up to use the pass commit, they won't go for the fake, and they'll still kind of continue on their way. And boom, you're able to still get a rusher in.
Right, and that was that instance there. And the major key, guys, the major takeaway is just pass commit, and you shouldn't run into this problem. I will say that I think if you get lower awareness guys, then you're going to run into a problem where they might bite and they might run into the halfback, lower awareness guys. But so in this example, if I run that same play that I just did there and I don't pass commit,
yeah, half the time they bite,
right.
Half the other time
you're really rolling the dice that they might both bite on that and they might not get in. See,
Elam, that rookie,
and he bit.
He's a rook.
He bit on it. I didn't pass commit, and he bit on the play fake, and then you completed a pass. Whereas before I had a sack.
Boom. I like
so
it
just
a lot.
pass commit.
All right, guys, it is time for the game of the week. That time where one of us plays one of you guys from the community. Tonight we have EA Sports Game Changer Zan, who you can check his blog, his YouTube channel at Forward Progress Madden. Does a lot of great YouTube videos on there. Right now he's got a question about how to get purple zones to run out and play the outs. So a lot of the times if you put a D end on a purple, he doesn't make it out. He's going out there, but he doesn't make it out in time before the out. He's got a little strategy where he actually lines them up in a certain way, and they're actually going to run out and cover the play. So check out his YouTube channel, and he's getting ready to play against us. Once again, if you can, make sure to tweet out, tell your friends that you're watching twitch.tv/MaddenTips, and check out MaddenTips.com using the winner's kit code. Discount TWIM is the winner's kit code tonight that you want to use to get a good deal. So we're about to lock up, and we will be back in just a few minutes to play a game against Zan. I'm going to coach SGibs. I'm going to teach him basically how to get the job done. I'm gonna.
This is going to be a terrible game.
We got a green 43, Omaha. All right, guys. In just a few minutes, we'll be back for the game of the week lockup. Gibbs, imagine you're a wave.
Okay.
And imagine the moon is full moon and there's a storm coming. And you're starting to gain power.
Okay.
You start to billow.
Okay.
You're about to crash on shore.
Okay.
And you feel powerful.
Okay.
And Zan is a bunch of sand.
Okay.
And you land on him. What does he do?
I'm going to crush him.
He disintegrates. And then he flows into the ocean. And that's what you're going to do tonight in the game of the week. You are going to be powerful.
Okay.
You're going to wreck dudes.
Okay. And
Because
then
I'm giving you tips.
Your tips?
Pretty much.
I don't know if how good I feel about
So
that.
that's the thread in the chat right there to predict.
I honestly don't know how I feel about it.
You don't feel anything because you don't mentally feel anything because you don't have it. I don't know what it is, but you don't have it. But I'm going to tell you have it so that you play well.
Thanks, Farls. Really appreciate it.
That's what we need to do right here. Gibbs is setting up his depth chart.
New depth chart came out. My bad.
No big deal. We got to. I would also agree with that prediction, Penrose. Penrose says I predict Gibbs won't listen to Farls, and I would agree.
I'm not going to listen to anything he says.
All right, so we're getting back into game here. Zan's ball. Gibbs, you know what I want you to do on first down.
Yeah.
I want you.
Light him up. Light him up.
Let him up.
I'm on fire.
With your beef package, because I believe he could run the ball. Now, Zan never runs the ball.
Right. That's why you're a terrible coach.
So you're passing B then. I'd like you to get Eric Reed in the game, maybe not though. Dante Whitner changed his last name to Dante Hittner in real life. That is awesome. Gives you 5 seconds left. 4 seconds left. Pick a play. All right, and I'd like to both plays. All right, he's in tight. He's gonna motion. Yep. He's still running this, huh?
Yeah.
Must be good. Streaks. He had it.
But hey, but that's why you let him up, I guess.
But
thanks.
Can you just be careful?
Yeah. How careful, coach?
I'd like you to run doubles again. You have 10, but I'd just like to make sure that we maybe keep deep zone over that route there. 'Cause that could have been a touchdown.
Okay.
Expecting some motion from the left here. Yeah. Great
Oh, ZFarls!
Great play.
Is that why you get a ZFarls? I guess.
So I think you made a fatal mistake right there. I think you made the fatal mistake of seeing, hey, this is open. Next time I'm gonna do it again, and we made the adjustment, and now we're about to maybe pump it in for 6.
That's why you. I mean, that's why you get a ZFarls as your coach, I guess. Is that why you get a ZFarls?
That is why you get a ZFarls.
ZFarls.
First down here, we're gonna run the ball. First play after a turnover, I'd like you to run the ball, please.
Okay, coach. Okay, coach. All right, coach.
From this formation, though, no. I'd like you to audible to a pass.
Coach, I'm already motioning.
All right.
Thanks, coach.
Good job.
Do you like no huddle, coach? What do you?
No huddle. No huddle. I'd like you to go back to the huddle. I'd like you to run the ball again.
Okay, coach. Just so you know, this formation has a halfback draw and a slip screen, coach.
Okay. Are they your audibles at all?
Yes, they are, coach.
So that's very good then.
That's the difference between you and I, Coach.
Here's the issue though. I'd like you to put your right stick down and truck that guy and go for a touchdown.
Okay.
That plays in the pass.
Coach, what do you want me to do, Coach?
Right here, I'd like you to motion, and I'd like you to run up the middle for 3 yards. I don't want you to cut it outside. I think he's going to have good D there on the left edge. No, it could be open now. Okay, go. Motion, yes. Dude, get in there. Right, you got to use that right.
Coach, I right stick, Coach.
Okay.
Coach.
Here, I'd like to see you work in a pass play.
Okay, Coach.
Our half's the screen. Currently, we're playing on all Madden.
All Madden.
I like the screen here.
Okay, Coach.
Right to Davis. Yep, that's the screen I was talking about. Great
Coach!
Great cuts. Put your head down. Good play call by me right there. Great job.
Thanks, Coach. Thank you, Coach.
Good read over the middle of the field.
Thank you, Coach.
And Zan's going to need a Xanax after that one because that's going to get him fired up.
I have no doubt in my mind the pain he just experienced with those cuts.
Cuts were nice.
But I know what he's going through. Coach, am I kicking deep, Coach?
Yeah.
Really, Coach?
Kick short since you don't have the user stick to defend a deep kickoff. Gibbs, I'll play to your non-strengths. Don't worry. You don't have to. I won't make you do anything you're not comfortable with, which is mostly.
Thanks, Coach. All right, Coach.
Just don't give up a line touchdown in the right seat. That's my goal.
Okay, Coach.
Remember to get your predictions in, and you have I'll give you till 9:27. So 3 minutes left to get your predictions in for this game. I'd like it both ways, Gibbs. I'd like some heat till he starts blocking that halfback. Trenton Holiday in the seam. That's a touchdown, and that's exactly what I asked you not to do.
Sorry, Coach.
That would be. Here's how he got you. He said, hey, here's a shiny object. Remember that shiny object that used to come left to right? It's now going right to left. And you said, ooh, shiny object. I got to go that way. Even though I specifically told you not to do that. I'd like you to cushion coverage here, please.
Coach.
And I'd like you to pass him in.
Coach.
Thank you. Use that middle.
Caliva.
2-yard line. I want it both ways.
Okay, Coach.
Really? I mean, let's do this. He will not run the ball against us. He can throw it all he wants. Fullback guy. Nope. Halfback guy. Ooh, counter.
No, misdirection, Coach.
Same thing.
Yep.
Just enough to fool you.
Yep. Just enough.
You knew what it was, you should have done something about it. How about?
I thought it was a halfback dive, Coach. You're the coach. You're supposed to tell me what to expect, Coach. And that's great advice in the chat there by Redunked.
I'd like return middle, please.
I did that, Coach. Moral of the story is I'm a way better coach than ZFarls, and there's a good chance I'm gonna start not listening to you.
It's 7-7. It's gotten you this far. It got you an interception, and it got you a touchdown. Swing Selleck out right. Bring him out right. Okay, let go.
Kyle Williams, Coach. Back to the well, Coach.
Yeah, let's go back to our single back tight doubles here, and let's pass the ball a little bit. You think you have what it takes to not turn the ball over?
Yes, Coach.
All right. Pass the ball. If you sense pressure, let's check down to the halfback screen.
Okay, Coach.
It's weird. Back when I was a kid, passing the ball used to mean the quarterback would throw it.
Coach, Coach.
Saw something?
I saw something there,
You
Coach.
got to check with me? That's paid man. You would.
Do I need to check with you every time, Coach?
Jim Harbaugh would destroy Cat Daddy if he audible that situation. Love a pass to the halfback here.
Okay, Coach.
Word of Vernon.
Okay, Coach.
Did you cover up there?
Yep.
No, you didn't.
Coach, do I have permission to go to something different, Coach?
Yes.
Okay, coach.
I mean, you've earned some credit.
Coach.
Are you gonna run the read option?
Huh?
Read option.
Something like that, coach.
You're gonna throw. You're
Coach.
Gonna try and hit the left corner from jet sweep. Huh?
Coach. Block for me.
D by Xanax. Good run. Way to stretch it out. Way to use his over-aggressive nature against him. Can we
Yes, coach.
pass now in this formation?
You bet, coach. Whatever you want, coach.
Let's try and hit that slot. Good PA. And now hit the wheel.
Ah! Coach.
Good play.
Thank you, coach. I almost had him, coach. Ah, coach. Thought I had him there, coach. Thought I had him, coach.
2nd and 10. I'd like to see a run here left. I'd like the motion, and I think we can get outside for a big gain. Yes. Yes, get the seal. We're going to seal here, seal here. Got to put that head down.
Head down, crush it, coach.
Got to put the head down.
Head down, crush it, coach.
3rd and 3.
What do you want here to do, coach?
He baselined. I think we should hit Vernon.
How about that, coach?
Same spot. You saw where it was tender. I saw
Yep.
where it was tender. Vernon, crab, same tomato. We gotta run one more play. We going with the slip screen here.
Yes, coach.
I like it. Nope. Run it. Slide.
Tried to, coach.
Good play. Let's take it to the quarter here.
Really, coach? That what we're doing? Is that what you want?
I'd like to take it to the quarter here.
Okay, coach. Should I come on field goal, coach?
Yes.
Okay, coach.
Field goal team, get him out there.
Just to get their legs going, right,
him
coach?
out, send him out.
All right, coach. I'm doing it for you, coach.
See, when you're playing a player like Zan and you've already forced one turnover, you're gonna want to
Just listen.
slow the game
Just
down.
listening to my coach.
Slow the game down a little bit.
I'm just listening to my coach.
Do I think this is the best way to get the W? Yes. Is it the most entertaining? Probably not. But I mean, I can't let Gibbs get a win as a coach, and then I don't win as a coach. All right. During the quarter, we talked about our play call, Gibbs.
Yep.
Let's pass that bean.
Okay, coach.
Let's pass that bean. Look to continue exploiting matchups in the interior.
You got it, coach.
He's gonna run jet sweep because he doesn't listen.
I listen, coach.
You weren't supposed to hear that.
Coach, I listen.
Now it's gonna be 3rd and 11. Third and 3, same thing.
Yes, coach.
You gotta cut that up.
Yes, coach.
You gotta cut that up.
Coach, I had to get the first down, coach.
Ugh, you could have had the first down.
Coach,
That's such a dangerous run on 3rd and 3.
is it? Coach,
Yeah.
why, coach?
There was like four blocks that needed to be held rather than just one
Coach,
or two. You're doubling the chance of a block shot. Great play. Zan's terrible at tackling, huh?
it's a tough play to guard right there. That's a real tough play.
No, he made a good play. He made the read. He guessed right, but then he just didn't tackle.
Yeah, maybe that's a dive tackle there. I don't know. That's a tough. I don't. That's a, like you don't know to click off or on there. I don't know.
He was already on. He ran his usual guy down. Come on, Zan.
Coach-
Zan's good.
Coach, you didn't tell me what to do, so I just picked a play.
Run the ball.
Run the bean, coach.
Ball off tackle right. Thank you. Pow. Put
And
your
that.
head down. Ever put your head down?
I did.
No.
No. All right, coach. Coach, kick short.
Yes, please. Even if I told you to kick long, would you?
Maybe. Coach, I need some help.
You got this, kid.
Ah, coach wanted it. Coach. 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 Coach.
All right. Both ways, please.
Yes, coach.
But I'm gonna need a deep safety.
I'll give you that, coach.
Nice. Good play.
You saw what I was going there for, coach?
Yes. Like that.
Thanks, coach. Coach, do I have the right to change up what I'm doing here, coach?
Yes, I'd like
to get a stop? I'm going to get a stop, coach?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd like to send it only one way. We'll pressure to left if we could. Yes, this is exactly what I was thinking. Good. And drop back. Okay. Good patience by him. He can't run, though. That receiver went out of bounds, so, yep. Good.
Thank you, coach.
Good.
Thank you, coach.
I need one more.
Yes, coach.
Pretty much the same play call.
Okay, coach.
But what I need you to do is don't watch that first drag that comes over the middle because that's too short to pick up the first down. There's a route that comes in behind it. I think it's a slant. That I want you to cover.
Did you just see what Ivor Culver did there? Yeah. Couldn't.
You didn't wrap up.
He didn't do what I wanted him to do there, coach.
Did you cushion coverage there?
Coach. Please, coach. Please.
Good adjustment. I like this.
Okay, coach.
I like that we are making him tick down.
Mm-hmm.
Go short. We're going to get the ball with about a minute left, and we're going to score a touchdown. That's how it's going to happen. That's how it's got to happen. Short.
Yes, coach.
Take it to the two. Take it to the two.
Mm-hmm. Third and short, coach.
You prefer the gas here? I'm gonna give you the reins.
Okay, coach. I'll take control.
But if you gas now, can you not get deep?
Mm-hmm.
Please. Pick.
I mean, a guy needs a pick. Culver is just killing me the past couple of games of the weeks.
Sitting nice. Culver's
Just
nice.
killing me in the past couple of games of the week. Need Cully to make a play. I don't know.
All right, 4th and 1 here. I trust you. I like the same call. He's gonna look to go short. Definitely going short. Boom! Ah! Wow.
Wes! Wes!
Disgusting.
That's the same cuts that I did earlier, though. So.
Disgusting.
Ah! Ah! Good play. That's a tough 4th and 1. That's a nice play with Matt Prater. I liked it. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. The worst part about that is that was Wes Weckler. That's the worst part about that.
Wasn't they gonna?
I don't know.
Pat should have paid him, huh? All right. Swing it out. Let's go. We got a minute and 50 left. Go.
Coach. Coach.
You want to run the 2-minute drill?
Coach. What?
Permission to run the 2-minute drill?
Yes.
Run the 2-minute drill.
All right, Coach.
If you score with more than 30 seconds left,
Yeah. Will you hunt me down?
I'll quit at halftime.
All right, Coach.
I'll fire myself.
All right, Coach.
So that can be a perk or it cannot be a perk. Please don't score with more than 30 seconds left. Good dive tackle there by Xanax. Your stick skill is
Coach, tough, Coach.
struggling. Good cut. It's the cut I was talking about earlier. That is the cut I was talking about earlier. You learn. I like that about you.
Thank you, Coach.
Don't hurry up. You want to hurry a little, but not too much.
Coach. I needed a block there on Michael James. It's all right, Coach.
I like an out on the left. No, I don't.
That's why.
That was so lucky.
I'll take a Coach.
Run the ball here. 3rd inches. Let's go. QB sneak. What do you say? Cover up, please.
Yes, Coach.
Can you? Can you do that for me?
Coach. Yes, I can, Coach.
Right? Can you take longer to call that play? No offense.
Should I call timeout, Coach?
No, just call a play. Hurry up.
All right.
You can take it after this.
Okay, Coach. Thanks, Coach. Coach.
See? Get out of bounds. Alright, now you got 3 plays and 3 touchdowns.
Okay.
You got good red zone?
Coach.
Is that a yes? If a coach is not a yes, it's not a no. It's just the same words over and over again.
Me? I'm just trying to be a robot, Coach.
A. Get out.
Thank you, Coach.
13.
Did you like that play, Coach?
Good play. Finally worked.
What do you mean it finally worked?
Finally worked.
It's been working all day.
Finally worked.
Been working all the game.
You missed a throw on it. You should have been tackled by Zan, but he had a brain fart. And then you got dive tackled, from what I remember.
Is that true, Coach?
So that's 1 out of 4. Pound the ball, please. Right at the middle.
Yes, Coach.
Or take it outside. Don't put your head down and get tackled. Take that out.
Coach.
Do you listen?
Yeah.
Was that up the middle?
Sort of.
Can you put your head down for once? You
Head-
can score a bazillion touchdowns if you put your head down.
I'm trying, Coach.
Your running game is mediocre.
It's pretty good, Coach.
No, the play's good, but your stick skill, besides that one cut to Vernon Davis, which was a pass,
Yeah?
is mediocre.
Like that, Coach?
Head down, you scored a touchdown. Fact or not a fact?
Fact. Did I leave enough time on the clock, Coach?
It was perfect. That's why I made
Do I
the
kick?
clock that
Do
way.
I kick deep?
I'd like to kick short left.
Okay, Coach.
And people said I had bad clock management and I should have taken time out, but I knew my player. Real talk.
Okay, Coach. Gibbs kick. Gibbs kick.
He's gonna fair catch, and then we're gonna have to play the sidelines. See?
Okay.
That's how it works. Can you call quarters cover 3, please?
Really, Coach?
Yes. Quarter 3 deep. Quarter normal cover 3.
And
Take
then
the flat zone on the left, put it into deep. Flat zone on the left, put it into deep.
Yeah.
And now take the flat zone on the right and play wherever you think it's going, in the middle. Go. Get back with him. Get back with him. Pass line. Pass commit. Run back. Guard the corners. Good bump. Good bump.
thanks, Coach.
5 seconds left. Do that one more time, please.
Okay.
And back him off. Flat zone deep. Go play the flat. And now back up. Don't even bump on that side. Don't even bump on that side. Run back. Just run backwards. Okay, now you can bump. Now you can bump. Now you can bump. Never mind.
Let him go, let him go, let him go, let him go.
Good.
Thank you, Coach. Hey, way to end a half, Coach. Thank you.
That's good, D.
Thank you, Coach.
All right. 21-14. We get ball.
Whatever he's doing is kind of working. It's making me mad.
Do you wanna go ice cold Tom Brady and end this game?
Coach, I want you to be my coach and tell me what to do.
I want you to continue to pass the ball.
Okay.
I don't want you to get tight. I don't want you to get tense. I don't think running the ball is your strength.
Really, Coach?
I don't. I think you've got some good run plays. You've had some good left stick runs tonight, but your right stick is you might as well not have a right thumb. Real talk. I want to see you run the ball, pass the ball here. I'd like you to go down to the single back.
Okay, Coach.
He hasn't been very aggressive, but a screen might work. That's what I like. Yes. Yes.
What was that pitch?
Yes. Get out of bounds. Put your head down. Will you ever just put your head
You said get out of bounds.
The combination of the
You said get out of bounds. I
If you
listened.
could have put your head down and gotten out of bounds, you could have been at the 10-yard.
Coach, I listened.
You gonna run the ball?
Yes, Coach.
I don't think he's gonna be there, but couple yards.
Who's there, Coach?
He's just spending too much time thinking about GTA 5.
Who, me, Coach?
Yes. He's calling a good game. RB. Nice.
That guy was in a contain, so.
Go. Great cut. See what happens when you use the right stick?
Coach!
See what happens when you use the right
Coach!
stick?
I did all that myself, Coach. You trained me.
Told you yes.
Thanks,
I learned
Coach.
From you, Dad.
Thanks, Coach.
That's what's important.
That's why you get a Frank Gore. And that was a good time for that was just the great timing on that play to go there with a heavy blitz. That was, I think, the first time he blitzed all
I
game.
called RB.
You did, and I threw it to him.
I was pretty sure it was going to be an interception when I said RB.
But the guy was in a contain, so contains don't really do what they once did on those plays. They used to play them.
And I guarantee you guys out there right now that Zan's scheme on offense is extremely difficult to stop. I know Gibbs has played a few games against him, so he's seen the scheme before.
It's probably one of the most annoying offenses to face. You can't really stop it.
You can't
stop
and
it.
This is something that he's been running. He ran it at the community events before the game even came out. So I've been facing this since early August. And that is something that takes real brass to know how to run a scheme like this. So yes, it does seem like, yes, he's getting locked up, but it's because we have familiarity with it. I mean, these motions are a pain in the neck. Like you to send it left.
Thank you, Coach.
See?
Coach, I was right there, Coach.
Yeah.
Don't you think I should have been? I almost had that, Coach.
You were close, but this isn't horseshoes. This is Madden. Close is
True.
No cigar. It's not Prima. Send it left again. Look out for the short pass to like the right flat. Is where I think it's going.
Oh, patty cakes.
Patty cakes. This is real Madden NFL. This is not MUT. This is real Madden 25 action. SGibs Vs Zan, game of the week. Remember, get your winner's kit, MaddenTips.com, using the code TWIM. It's the special discount this week. Some man-to-man here. Second and 4. We got first down. We have an injured Bronco on the field.
An injured Bronco.
All right, red zone. Heavy zone coverage here. SGibs going man-to-man. That's okay. We're going to need to make a play, though. They're definitely not running the ball. I expect a pass to the flat, possibly ruining our weekend.
Ah!
Yeah.
Ah, Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning, too strong.
Good route by...
That's how you get a that's why you get a Peyton Manning.
It was a good route by his guy, too.
Yeah, nice little circle
I thought
route.
he was going to the flat.
Yeah, nice
Started
route.
out that way, and then he cut back up right up the middle.
I dropped the guy in the flat, thinking that his flat route was there. The motion guy, so what I did there was the guy that he motioned was manned up with the guy I put on a flat, and then I user controlled the middle linebacker. I was thinking that route was going to go to the flat, but then he did a good job, blocked him. That was a good reverse psychology that he won with.
Can you please cover up this kick?
Yes, Coach.
You're about to get tackled right now.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, Zan doesn't really run that much, so you pretty much know you're getting a passing attack. And it's sometimes you think, oh, it's great that he's one-dimensional, but it's really not because you know he's passing every down, and you know he's going to motion that guy. And you get out there and you're like, wow, I can't wait for him to motion this guy. It's tough. When I played TJ Majors, he did a good job motioning guys too. Motions are a pain in the butt. We've gotten away from them in Madden these last couple seasons because it takes a long time to motion a guy. You can't really reset when they're motioning and all that jazz since like Madden 12, but it's still pretty tough.
Pretty tough.
Slide.
I slid, but he...
Good play.
So
Good play.
I reason I didn't roll right is because I saw his user guy crashing in on that side, so that's why I abandoned it and went the other way.
And you had Davis in a very, very tight window.
Yeah.
With pass lead, but not a good idea not to throw it. Lets you run the ball, possibly. Right up the middle. Get in that field goal range. Or we're going PA. Basically as good as a run right there.
Thank you, Coach. That's why I
Just
did it.
remember, Gibbs,
Cover up.
you're up 7,
Yep.
and you were in field goal range.
Yes, Coach.
If you, at the end of the third quarter, are not up at least 31-21 because you make a stupid mistake,
Yeah.
that is on you. Because I'm telling you right now, do not let that happen.
Okay, Coach.
Look out for Von Miller.
Yes, Coach.
Got it. Must at least get 3.
Yes, Coach.
You don't wanna limit yourself. But let's go.
Yes, Coach.
Good. Gotta put the head down. Gotta put the head down. That's the first down with the head down.
Head down, crush it, Coach.
Can you just QB sneak instead of running it when his guys aren't in?
I put my head down, Coach.
See? You flipped it and you reversed it.
Should I be cutthroat here, Coach? What do you want me to do, Coach?
Take it to the quarter.
Really, Coach?
You want to win games?
Is that what we're...
I know
Okay.
Zan's cool.
All right, Coach.
People want to see plays, but
Do I
you want to win the game?
come out and field goal, Coach?
Come out and fake field goal pass.
Okay.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Okay, Coach.
Like, we need to be cutthroat here.
Okay, Coach.
We need to win football games.
Okay, Coach.
Zan's a guy with this offense. He can light it up.
Okay, Coach.
We need to slow the game down. Got to do it. I mean, it's football. That's all it is. Let's talk a little bit about the fourth quarter.
Yes, Coach.
Nothing changes.
Nothing.
For you, nothing changes. For me, I get a little power up. But for you, nothing changes. This is going to be the same game. Don't start sweating. I can see you starting to sweat.
Yes.
Just relax.
Should I go to the well, Coach?
Just relax. I want you to go to the well. Run the ball once. Run the ball once and then get the play clock started.
Yes.
Unless you think you're in a bad spot to run the ball.
Okay.
You're at the 13-yard line. What do you think?
I'm going to run the ball, Coach.
I want you to get the clock going a little bit.
I'll do what you want me to do, Coach.
We need to get up by 10, at least. I'd like to obviously score, but we need to get up a little bit.
Coach, we're going to do something different here.
like a pass right. I mean, if you think it's there. Good call with the draw. You had the left.
I had it, coach.
That's okay. Clock's running.
I had it, coach.
Slow him down. Now we can pass the ball. I'm okay with passing. I'm also okay with the Kaepernick scramble only if you slide.
Okay, coach.
This is one of my favorite. Guys, this is one of my favorite areas as a coach to run with the quarterback right up the middle. And it's risky because when you get to the 2-yard line, you'll get met with some traffic, but you can...
Like that, coach?
Like that. You can sneak and get some stuff. Gibbs, remember, 3rd and 11, do not force it here.
Okay, coach.
Do not force it. We need to go up 3. X.
Sure you sure you didn't want a touchdown and go to Y, coach?
I like that. If both guys were open, tomato, tomato, once again. I say throw to the open guy, you throw to the other kind of open guy.
Okay, coach.
Good move.
Thanks.
I want you to kick deep.
Kick deep, coach? Coach.
I'm the coach. Kick deep.
He's got Trin and Holiday.
Kick deep down the middle.
Down the middle?
Deep directly down the middle.
Kick off middle?
Directly down the middle, kick off middle.
Coach.
Kick deep.
Coach.
Kick deep. Press B twice.
I'm on the
One
kicker.
more time, and then go left. Get left. Get left with Dahl. Do not let anybody outside your left with Dahl. Start holding A now. Go! Good play. That's why you kick deep right there.
Ah, coach.
What?
That was terrible,
We're not
coach.
sacrificing 20 yards field position every time here because you're a little candy ass. We are going deep. All right? We're kicking deep because we're going men.
Wow. Okay, coach.
All right?
Yep.
You got that? You did a good job with Dahl there. Good job. You want a pat on the back? You can have one. It's a big back. I'll pat you anywhere. Let's go. Good, fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Good D, good adjustments. Great. That's almost a fumble. 3rd and 4. All right. Here's the thing. Remember last time on 3rd and 4, he ran 2 hitches over the middle. One was to Welker, one was to the other guy. Look out for that.
Okay.
Also know that he could run the... he's probably not going to run the little flat pass to the right. I'm ruling that out. I'd still like to see a guy over Holiday, though, in the right slot. Deep. Just because I don't want to give that up right now. But I'd like to see maybe drop a D lineman who's blitzing to stop the little hitch, possibly, too. So, we'll see. Yes, I like that. That's kind of weird. Okay.
Tough route, coach.
Okay. I'm turning red over here like Tom Coughlin. Go.
Coach!
That's great pass lead by him, but I felt like we had a chance to close in on the ball there. Good shot.
For shout, coach. Uh-oh, don't hit.
Don't hit out trigger, please.
I had to.
Or hit it.
I had to.
You didn't have
To set my play up, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Coach.
You didn't, I mean...
Coach.
Good sack.
Thank you, coach.
That's gonna take the clock. It's gonna create a more different situation. I like that right slot with the deep zone. Be careful. Good sack.
Thank you, coach.
3rd and 39. Call quarters. Cover 3.
Really, coach?
Yes, coach. Yes, absolutely.
Coach? Coach? You sure?
Yes.
Coach?
Yes.
You positive?
Yes. I'd like you to man up the flat zone on Thomas. A on the right. And user the defensive lineman on the left. And run backwards.
Same thing, coach? Same thing, Coach?
No, we're just giving him a different look. Let's gas him up. Go to the well.
Ah, Coach!
What, you don't go to the well in the biggest play of the game?
Coach, it's just...
I'm getting you out of your comfort zone.
No, but yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, change your mindset up a little bit. There's a 2-minute warning. I knew he wasn't going to hike the ball. Everything's all good. Gotta relax a little bit. Let's gas him up. He's not expecting it. Good, fine. 4th and 1 minute. 4th and 13.
Thank you, Coach.
Can you just send it left here? I'm not worried about the right flat. I'm willing to concede that. I'll let that corner out. If he kind of throws over there, have somebody there. Watch the slant coming across from the left. Don't worry about the drag. Watch the slant. Yes, right there. Oh! I put my guys in the position to make plays and squat. Tick-tock, though. Minute 30 left. No big deal. Same thing. Don't get beat by that slant. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. All right. Injury timeout. See that? That's going to win us the game right there. He would have had 2 timeouts, but now he only got 1. Okay. Take a timeout. Take a timeout. Okay, never mind. Just play. Play. Good play, man. I didn't like the look of that right pre-snap. How about you?
I was fine, Coach.
How about you? Good D, though. Good D, though. That was exhilarating. I've never felt more alive than that.
Really, Coach?
I didn't like it. I thought he had a corner, but he had a post. He can't hit the streak here, so don't worry about a deep zone. I say screw the deep zone, screw the flat right. I'm out. I'm out on that crap. Let's go. Gas, baby. Streak. Inside pass. Yo, we'll take it.
Hey, we'll take it all day. We'll take it all day.
Drops happen. It's the NFL.
Yeah, we'll take a drop. Hey, I didn't get the pick with Brown right there. Didn't get the pick with Culver. Culver.
Drops happen.
Calava.
Am I right? I'm right.
Calava.
Same thing. Gas left. I want big time gas left. There's no streak available on the right side. Flat zone. Flat throw. We'll give him on 3rd and 10. We'll give him a little flat throw. Just look out for those crossers. You use them both. That's fine. That's fine. Stay in. Good D. Good D. 4th and 3. Here's your ball game, folks. Go to the well, Gibbs. Go to the well. Do the smell. Rhymes with smell. Sounds like smell. Gas, 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 gas. Good. Ah!
Ah!
Run commit. He's not going to run, but I just want him to run commit.
Ah! That's how I feel. Ah! Need me. Some of those guys are just so right there. They're right there.
If you just had the infinite little bit more stick skill, you would have 5 picks today. I wouldn't let Zan snap on it, but Apollo needs Zan to score a touchdown right there. Run commit, run commit. Great play.
Thank you, Coach.
Gibbs.
Thank you, Coach. Did you see me sniff it out, Coach?
I felt like the run commit was a great call there. I mean, the guys ran, 0 times today, and all of a sudden I just say run commit and he runs. It's like I'm making him, like, fine, you can have that.
Coach, I had it flat over there. You see that, Coach? Coach, and I didn't run. Did I run commit, or did the auto run commit for me, Coach?
I don't know.
Coach.
All right, he's going to onside kick. I want you to come out in onside recover.
Okay, coach.
I want you to click onto the first guy.
Yes.
And pretty much do nothing.
All right, onside recover.
I want you to be first guy. Yep. No, up. Come up. Yes.
Do nothing?
Run. Don't hit the ball, but run left and get ready to try and jump on it if anything happens. No, you're good. Run backwards, run backwards, run
Coach,
backwards,
do you remember?
run backwards, run backwards. Get out of bounds. Get out of bounds. Cover up, 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 cover up.
Knees?
Rhymes with wean. Rhymes with smash, flack, wean.
I don't know what that means.
Go back, tight doubles. Smash, flack, wean.
What?
Thank you, tech guy.
Oh, tech guy. You got it, coach.
Just make sure he's not in the contain. If he is in the contain, throw the ball away. X. Outside pass lead left. All right, good play.
That was outside pass lead. That was outside. Thank you, coach.
Crash, jack, knee. Run the crash, jack.
No, coach. He puts guys in contains, coach.
Flapjack.
Coach.
Flapjack team. Flapjack team.
Coach.
Block the halfback.
Hold that block.
Oh, wow. Call timeout with 1 second left.
Okay, coach.
And I'd like you to need the ball and call the victory formation, please.
Coach, no. Coach. Coach, no.
Special teams.
Coach, no. This is for everyone else at home watching.
Okay. Call gun, jet sweep
Okay, coach.
for the bread.
For the bread.
I'd like you to call the victory formation, but that's okay.
Would you rather see me lose here, coach?
I don't care. That's how you see you lose, actually. Hit stick, fumble, Von Miller. Uh-oh, pressure left. Hurdle.
And that's how it ends.
It's the game.
Did I play well, coach? Sound?
You made some good adjustments out there. You did some nice things tonight. I'm proud of you. I mean, this is a good win. It's a preseason game, but we'll take it, you know.
Victory.
It's a good preseason victory. Good opponent, good offensive scheme. We held the ball pretty well in the second half, and that's what getting victory is all about.
How did you feel about my offense tonight, coach?
I feel like we had good balance, Gibbs. I feel like we had good balance. I felt like we held his ground attack to negative. I feel like we were very efficient in the passing game. I felt like we had some good runs after the catch.
We put a lot of guys into the mix in the running the ball, coach.
Yeah.
Great game by Zan. Tough game.
Tough game.
I got some stops I needed on defense, which was important.
Forced the turnover. I mean, that was huge.
Right.
Forcing the turnovers.
Coach K in the house. Thanks, Coach K, for coming and watching. Where's the 4th and 3? I feel like the 4th and 3 I had him. I thought I had him stopped because he comes and catches it, and I was like, oh, that's.
I thought you were gonna wrap him up.
Like first down, I think is like right where. I think first down is at like the 12 because he caught it. It was like 4th and 3, right? He caught it. So the line is where it's on the all intents and purposes 15. So the 12 is the first down. I was like, oh, I got this here. I manned up. Who did I man up? I manned up maybe nobody. No, I manned those guys up. That's why they're chasing after him. And I thought tackle. I put dual flats. And then this is a killer drop for Zan. Most likely a touchdown. Here's what he read man-to-man, which he was right. I got man-to-man. And, he got off in time. That would have been a touchdown. Would have been a touchdown. I think I should have had an interception somewhere in here.
It was tough. It was a tough battle. That is all, though, pretty much for... You played good, those yellows that play the...
Yes, and then... Was it the 4th and 13 play? 4th and 13, I think Terrell Brown just looked like a jerk. Just the biggest jerk on the block. Look at this. Oh, Terrell Brown. Oh, hey, Terrell Brown. Sup?
Hey, I can only put my guys in position. That's it. That's all I can do. I mean, I can't do much else. So, all right, boys. That is all for this week in Madden.
Great
Show
game.
95. We'll bring it back here. We got one more time here. Make sure you get your mailbag questions in for next week, and also go to MaddenTips.com. We got tons of articles, more tips coming out this week, and of course you can get the winner's kit right now until about midnight. The deal will run using the discount code TWIM, and then we'll be back next week with more. We got that defensive playbook coming out next week, so if you sign up right now, you can actually get the playbook unlocked for you all set next week, plus you'll get the 5 additional previous playbooks we've already put out, and then you're going to get 3 more. So the winner's kit is a great deal. Something you should check out, and you get a great deal on it right now with the code TWIM. But that is all, and we'll catch you next week for This Week in Madden for SGibs. Lock up.